Good morning and happy Monday. Welcome to your Monday morning Pilates session. Today we'll focus more on the basics of the practice, the fundamentals, and hopefully you're feeling good and starting to understand the fundamental alignment of Pilates. I'm really sorry about the lighting. Hopefully it will get better once I get onto my mat. Okay, we are starting lying down on our backs today. So lying down on our backs, let's arrive into the mat. So belly breathing to start. So let's breathe into your nose, feeling your belly rise. Exhale, feel your belly fall. Good. And again, inhale, feel that belly rise. Exhale, feel that belly fall. One more time. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Okay, let's switch our breathing into some Pilates breathing. So I want your hands to come onto the mat. When you inhale through your nose, I want you to inhale through your rib cage. And as you exhale, I want you to really activate those abdominals. So inhale through the rib cage, exhale, activate those abdominals. So the reason why we breathe this way is because we really want access to those deep abdominal muscles. And if we're belly breathing, it is hard to switch off that belly breathing to turn on the transverse abdominals, which are the core set muscles around your spine and around your body that go into the back. So breathing into our chest allows us to really access all those deep core muscles that we strengthen in this practice. Okay, 2 more breaths here. Inhaling through that rib cage. Exhale, activate those deep core muscles. Good. Okay, let's bring in some movement. I'd like you to continue that breath pattern throughout this movement, but don't worry if it gets confusing, if you lose track. I'll always cue your breath, and once I cue your breath, I'm going to bring in that same principle of inhaling through the top and expanding through the rib cage, and then exhaling always means activate those deep core muscles. Okay, let's bring in some movement here. So before we start moving, we're gonna just do some pelvic tilts for the movement. But before we start moving, I want you to imagine your pelvis is a big bowl, is a heavy bowl of water. Okay, so let's inhale through the rib cage. As you exhale, I want you to tilt that bowl of water towards you, feeling your lower back flattening onto the mat. And then inhale, return to neutral. Exhale, the big bowl of water towards you. Inhale, back to neutral. Good. So exhaling and inhaling, exhaling and inhaling. Good. Let's just warm up that lower back, warming up our hips, warming up our pelvis. So exhale, tilt that water towards you. Inhale, away from you. Exhale towards you. Inhale, away from you. Good. Keep going with that breath and movement. Okay, and the next breath, on your next exhale, I want you to do the same thing. I want you to bring that bowl of water towards you, but instead of going back to neutral, I want you to continue by lifting your spine bone by bone up until you're in your bridge position. So bridge position, you can feel your hips open, your glutes and your hamstrings turned on. Your weight is in your shoulder girdle, but you're keeping that rib cage down, not expanding it too much, keeping it down, trying to keep your spine in one line. Inhale at the top. As you exhale, bone by bone, place it back down onto the ground. Good. Going again. Inhale to prep. Exhale. Coming up into your bridge. Inhale. Placing your spine back down like a delicate string of pearls. Inhale, pause. Exhale, lifting that string of pearls back up, bone by bone, till you're in your bridge. And then exhale, coming back down. Good. So always inhale in between the movement, exhale, coming up. With this one, I want you to stay on your bridge. We're going to do a little variation here. Okay, sinking both feet down onto the ground, feeling your glutes really start to fire. I want to wake your glutes up this morning. So let's inhale to prep. As you exhale, you're going to drop your glutes just to hover above the mat and then push it up. Exhale, drop. Inhale, push up. Exhale, drop. Inhale, push up. Good. Your knees are stay parallel in this movement as you can feel the backs of your legs really, really start to fire. Good. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good. Abs are in. Let's go for 3, 2, last one. Good. Placing the bones back down onto the mat, bone by bone. Good work. Okay, we're going to come up into another bridge, but this time we're going to do a different variation here. Inhaling at the bottom, exhale bone by bone, place that spine back down into your bridge, back up into that bridge. Staying in this bridge here. Okay, feeling your glutes now. Instead of hinging up and down, we're going to do alternate hip flips. So inhaling at the top, as you exhale, drop that right hip and then push it back up. Drop that left hip, push it back up. So alternate hip dips. Trying to keep your knees in the same parallel position as you're alternating hip dips here. So your pelvis is just momentarily doing little slopes. Good. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling at the top. Exhale bone by bone. Place that spine back down onto the ground. Good. Okay, coming back up to a bridge, and we're going to do some more single leg work, single glute work actually. If you can feel that this is too much for you, just take a breather here. You can put your knees towards your chest and just give yourself a little massage. Otherwise, if you want to challenge, staying with me. Inhaling at the bottom, exhale, coming back into a bridge. Okay, from here, the trick is to keep these hip bones in the same horizontal plane the whole time. Your hands can come down onto the bottom, or you can have your hands on your hips just to check alignment. We're going to do alternate leg hovers here. So let's inhale at the bottom. As you exhale, sink your left leg into the mat and hover your right leg just above and then place it back down. Exhale, left leg, inhale, place it back down. Exhale, right leg, place it back down. Exhale, left leg, inhale, pausing at the top, bone by bone, come back down. Good, let's do that one more time. Inhaling, exhale, coming back. Inhale, prep. Exhale, hover, inhale, lower. Exhale, hover, inhale, lower. Exhale, hover, inhale, lower. Exhale, hover, inhale, lower. Exhale, pause here. Inhale, pause, and then exhale, place it back down onto the ground. Good. Knees to chest and go side to side, giving yourself a little massage. Good. Okay, placing your feet back down onto the floor now. I hope the lighting is okay. I look a bit dark, but hopefully my cues are well enough that you can picture what I'm saying without really watching me. Okay, so the soles of your feet are bent. Knees are bent, soles of your feet on the floor, sorry, and you're just still lying down onto the mat. I want to bring attention into our lower abdominals and our legs. So hands are on your hip bones, making sure your spine is in neutral. So your hip bones are in the same horizontal plane as your pubic bone, and the natural curve of your lumbar is just lifted off the mat here. Okay, we're going to inhale here. On your next exhale, I want you to drop that right knee towards the floor, keeping your left steady. Drop that right knee towards the floor to the side, and then inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, opposite side, left knee drops towards the floor to the side. Inhale, bring it back up. Keep going with this movement and breathing. So the key here is making sure your spine stays neutral as you drop your knees alternatively. Okay, if you feel like that weight of the knee is sending your body towards the side, you've gone too far, only drop it as far down as you can maintain your neutral spine and neutral pelvis. Good, this is working your really deep abdominals here. So exhaling to drop, inhaling to return. Good. Okay, continuing with that, instead of dropping your knee to the side now, I want you to hover alternate legs. So inhale, prep. As you exhale, hover the right off the mat, inhale, lower. Hover left off the mat, inhale, lower. Good. Alternate sides. Good. So imagine you've got gum stuck to the sole of your feet onto the floor. So the resistance to come up is the same resistance to come down. Good, deep abs working. Moving slowly and mindfully here. Good. Okay, to further on this movement, we're going to come in tabletop position. So inhaling to prep, exhale, right leg comes to tabletop, and then left leg comes to tabletop. Good, adjusting, keeping your spine in neutral. From here, inhaling to prep, as you exhale, your toe goes towards the floor to lift, alternate sides. So here it is so easy for your back to really arch. Make sure you pull that back in, your spine stays in neutral, your pelvis is in neutral. So you might go lower or you might not go very low at all. Wherever you are, that's okay. Good. So this should feel heavy because the weight of your legs is heavy. Good. Keep going here. Good. One more each side. Good. Lower everything back down. Okay, we're going to add some arm movement now with that tabletop position. So on your next inhale, bring your arms up. Bringing your arms up, making sure you're not shrugging into your shoulders too much like this. Your arms are up. I don't want you to go like that. I want you to really anchor your shoulders onto the ground. Good. Anchoring your shoulders onto the ground, keeping your shoulders wide open. Just gonna fix the lighting a little bit. Hopefully that's better. Okay. From here, that's not better. Okay. Adding your arms now. So from here, I want you to do soldier arms. Soldier arms, basically, one arm goes up, the other goes down. And as you move your arms, your shoulders don't move out of neutral. Your trunk doesn't move, like Barbie doll arms. The doll arms can move, but the trunk doesn't. Good. Coming back now, hands are still and reaching to the ceiling and legs come into tabletop. Inhaling here. As you exhale, without moving the arms, I just want you to extend the right and then return. Extend the left, return. So exhale, inhale, return, exhale, inhale, return. Good. Now adding the arms. As the right extends, the left goes back, return. Exhale, alternate, return. So alternate limbs. Good. Good. So your abdominals should be working hard to keep everything still. Nothing but the alternate limbs are moving. Good. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Lower everything down. Good. Coming into upper abs now. Hammocking your head in your hands. So making sure you take the full weight of your head here. Spine is in neutral. Inhaling at the bottom as you exhale, lifting head, neck and shoulders up and lower. Up and lower. Good. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Good. So in this position, I want you to make sure your abdominals stay flat. If your abdominals are not flat and you can feel abdominals doming a little bit, you've come too far. Just hover your head, making sure your spine stays in neutral. Good. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. Okay, from here, we're going to come up and we're going to stay up now. So inhaling at the bottom as you exhale, coming up into your chest lift, holding it here. Inhaling to prep as you exhale, arc those arms. And I want your palms going towards the floor. You're pumping your arms down, keeping active, so straight down to your fingertips. Pump, pump, pump. Good. So inhaling for 5 pumps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5 pumps. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. This is too hard on your neck. You can always hold with one arm and pump with the other. Just make sure to switch every now and then. And we're doing this for 5 more breaths. Ready? 5. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Rest anytime you need to. Good. One more breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower everything down. Good. Feeling your abdominals really start to settle here. Okay, coming into sitting, I want you to grab the back of your knees. We're going to come into a roll up. So as we come up, I want you to imagine your body is at the bottom of a rocking chair, and you're going to rock yourself up. Your feet are really, really heavy. So inhaling here as you exhale, chin to your chest. Make sure your spine is nice and round, and using the weight of your feet to come up into an assisted roll up, and then lengthening back up. Good. Let's do that one more time. So inhale, lengthen your spine to the ceiling. As you exhale, tuck the pelvis under and slowly come back into your rocking chair motion. Inhaling at the bottom. As you exhale, chin to chest and come up like a rock bottom of a rocking chair, lengthening up. Good. Okay, from here, coming on to more ab work. So our legs are bent, our feet, the soles of our feet are anchored onto the ground here. So this is the easier version. If you hold the back of your knees, inhale, lengthen, exhale, scooping that belly on top of that pelvis to come up. So exhale, scoop, inhale to lift, exhale to scoop, inhale to lift. Good. Your lower abs should be working and on here. If this is too easy, you can lengthen your hands straight, lower and lift, lower and lift. Good. Good. Exhale, inhale. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Lengthening everything up. Quick stretch of the abdominals. So fingers come behind you. And I want you to open your chest up and really feel your chest open and your abdominals stretch out a little. You can lower those knees to the side in a butterfly pose and just enjoy your breath and feel your abdominals settle. Good. We're going to come back and do a variation of that position we just did. So coming back to start here, you can either hold on to the back of your knees or come with your palms to face each other. Okay, so inhaling here, lengthening that spine onto the ceiling. As you exhale, we're going to scoop back, but we're going to lead with our right elbow to rotate. So, and then lift. So scooping back, but our gaze is going to follow to either the right or the left as our obliques wake up here. Good. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Lengthening all the way up. Good. Now would be a great time for water if you need some. Otherwise, coming into quadruped, which is a 4-point kneeling position. Okay, in this position, I want you to make sure all your joints are stacked. So wrist, elbows, shoulders, knees, and hips. Good. If you can see, I'm in a perfectly 4-point kneeling position. My hands are not too far forward. My knees are not too far back. I'm in like a table. So my knees are in a 90-degree position. Okay, your belly is in here. And there's a cup of tea on your back, which I want you to try to keep. No matter what we do in this movement, I'm going to try to keep that steady. That ensures neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Good. From here, let's just give ourselves a little stretch. Let's inhale. Your gaze goes up and your spine arcs. And then exhale, drop your head and scoop that belly in. Inhale up, exhale, scoop. So just giving your spine a nice stretch and a nice massage. Good. 2 more times. Good. Good. Okay, finding neutral, the midpoint of these 2 positions. Okay, so if you remember, when we were on our backs and we were in tabletop, we were doing alternate leg work. This time, we're going to do exactly the same thing, except we're on our all fours, but we're going to keep the same alignment. So neutral pelvis, neutral spine, neutral shoulders. We're going to move alternate limbs, except we're not going to move our trunk. So let's start with, we're just going to move one side at a time. So sinking your left knee and top of your left foot into the mat and your right hand into the mat. You're going to lift that right leg. Let's just start with leg movements, lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. Good. Cup of tea's on that sacrum. Once that feels normal, I want you to grab that opposite hand. And it's just going to lift and lower, lift and lower. Good. Let's go for 4. Belly's in. 3, 2, 1. Good. Changing sides now. Making sure the opposite sides are anchored in as you start moving. Start with your leg first. Sorry, I'll just move up. Start with your leg first. Cup of tea is there. And now bring the arm in. Lifting and lowering, lowering and lifting. Good. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Placing everything back down onto the mat. Okay, good. Okay, from here, we're going to do some arm work. So adjusting a little bit, we're going to come into a push-up. So your hands can come a little bit further apart. Your knees can stay onto the mat. Inhale to prep as you exhale, coming into your push-up, and then push back. Good. Push up, push back. Okay, so in your push-up, making sure your elbows stay close to your body. Only coming to as low as you can keep that spine straight and neutral. So if you feel like you lose your alignment as you come low, too low, like arching or anything, you've gone too far. I want you to just do it as you feel your arms activated and come down. So it's your arms and your abs that are working here. Good. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Last one. Good. Coming all the way back, pushing into a quick child's pose. Now you're coming into your belly. We're going to do some prone work. So prone work means some back work. We're going to work our upper back. This is really good for posture. Okay. So your hands are stacked and your elbows are wide and your head is resting on your forehead. Your forehead is resting on your palms, which is stacked here, the back of your palms. Okay, taking a quick breath here, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Good. Okay, so from here, on your next inhale, I want you to lift your hands off the mat with your head. So coming into lift and then lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Good. I want you to make sure your hip bones are really digging into that mat. So your pelvis is filled with sand. And as you come up, you can feel your pelvis really digging into that mat. Your abdominals are working hard. And your glutes might also be working hard to really anchor your body onto that mat. Good. One more time. Inhale and then exhale lower. Quick break here. We're going to come up next one and stay up. So inhaling at the bottom, big exhale. On your next inhale, you're going to come up and hold your body up. From here, your arms are going to extend and return. Extend and return. Good. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything back down. Good. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling at the bottom, big exhale. On your next inhale, you're going to lift head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat. And your arms are going to extend for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Lower everything down. Push back into a child's pose here. Good. Take a nice big breath. Good. Okay, coming up into our knees. So we're going to come up into our knees. Our pelvis is lifted. So we are basically just, this position. So resting on our knees, we're going to come into a hinge position here. So our arms are extended. Our belly is in. We're going to inhale into a rib cage. As you exhale, bring that belly in as you lean back and then inhale forward. Lean back, inhale forwards. Exhale to lean, inhale to return. So you're working your abdominals, you're working your quads, which is these muscles here in the front of your thighs, and your hip flexors as well. Good. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Only go as far as you can control your body to come back up. So your glutes might also be working. Good. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Coming back into start position. Okay, let's do some quick side work here before ending class. So I want you to, your right knee to anchor, your left leg is extended and anchor down onto the mat. Soles of the feet are placed firmly on the ground. Okay, let's inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, return. Good. So I want you to imagine you're between a pane of glass and your spine is just going up and over. Good. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, last 1, 1. Good. Now we're going to come back down and we're going to stay down for some arm movement. So let's inhale, extend as you exhale, making sure your side body is in a slope here, and your hands are going to move open to close for 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to start. Good. Switching sides now, anchoring the opposite foot. Good. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, return. Good. Remember, pane of glass and your body, you're just moving sideways ever so slightly with control between the 2 panes of glass. Good. 3 more times. 3, 2, last 1. Good. From here, we're going to stay down. We're going to move our arms for 4. So inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, staying low. Arms extend to return for 4, 3, 2, last 1. Returning back to start. Good. Coming back down both knees, placing that pelvis back down onto the mat for one last quick stretch. So interlace your hands behind you, open that chest to the ceiling. Really enjoy that shoulder opening, the chest opening. Your gaze can be up. Inhale, exhale. Good. One more breath. Inhaling, exhaling, releasing. Quick side bend, stretching, making sure you've got support in the bottom, feeling your rib cage open like an accordion here. Inhaling, exhaling. Now let's switch. Inhaling here, exhaling. One more time. Inhale, exhale, return. Good. We're going to end with a roll up. My body's going to be cut off here, but I'm going to move back. So coming into a ragdoll. Ragdoll means your lower body is just hanging over. Sorry, your upper body is just hanging over your lower body. Your knees are soft and bent. Letting go of any tension. Your arms are heavy. Your head is heavy. Shake your head out here at the bottom. Big inhale, and then your next exhale, I want you to scoop that belly and start to rebuild that spine bone by bone until you're standing slowly and mindfully. Your head and neck is last to come up. Shoulders roll back as you come up. Good. And you are finished your Pilates for this Monday morning. I hope you have a great week. This is the last Monday before we return on the 10th of January. So enjoy your workouts for this week and really make it count before the silly season. Bye.